Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that are going to come into your way that are going to stop you from becoming an IAS officer, becoming an IPS officer or a foreign service officer while you are appearing for UPSC exam. And these are the mistakes that a lot of people do, but they can be avoided by just being a little smart and using your common sense. So the first thing is that a lot of students out there, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स, बहुत सारे एस्पिरेंट्स बहुत ही ऐसे रिसोर्सेज को यूज़ करना शुरू करते हैं जिनको कभी भी आपको उठाना नहीं चाहिए. ऐसे बुक्स को, ऐसे न्यूज़पेपर्स को, ऐसे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स को यू आर यूजिंग that you never should use them ever. For example, there are a lot of magazines that are actually pretty popular in the market, like Pratyogita Darpan, and there are other random coaching institutes magazines that are coming out. The random magazines about global affairs. You will see a lot of this in Rajendra Nagar or online also. But stick with the classic sources. There are classic sources given by almost all the toppers every year, and 90% of these sources are almost the same. Look at my sources, compare them to the sources of any other, even last year's toppers. You will see that pretty much 95% the same. There might be a little bit difference, maybe in optional, maybe in one or two subjects, but apart from that, you have to use the same subjects. So first of all, don't waste your time on becoming collector of various books, becoming collector of various materials. Don't waste your time on going to market and buying all these different kind of materials, expecting that you will actually learn something new from them. Because if the quality of the material goes down, whatever you are using, whatever you are studying, आपको वो बिल्कुल हेल्प करने वाला नहीं है. तो अपनी क्वालिटी को आपको मेंटेन करना है, क्वांटिटी के पीछे मत जाओ और ये फालतू के इधर उधर के सोर्सेज को मत पकड़ो, क्योंकि वो आपको बहुत नुकसान करेंगे और आपका बहुत सारा टाइम वेस्ट करेंगे. दूसरी जो चीज़ है जो आपको एक IAS ऑफिसर, IPS ऑफिसर, UPSC पास करने में रोकेगी, वो चीज़ है कि आप बिलीव करते हो कि अगर आप पढ़ते रहोगे, हर चीज़ को डिटेल में करते रहोगे तो आप बहुत अच्छा करोगे एग्ज़ाम में. But you have to remember that you can't do everything in detail. You can't do PhD in everything. You have to learn everything from a broad point of view, and then in certain things, in certain subjects, in certain topics, you have to spend more time. For example, there might be an example in news that has come out about a species found in the northeast or in the western Ghats, and you sit down and you waste at least 1 hour searching for that particular species and learning about the species. Do you think that's going to help you at all? How is not going to actually add to any kind of preparation you are doing? Not at all. UPSC, if it has to ask a question, it will anyways going to not ask a direct question on it. Look at old years question papers, look at some of the toppers talks, and you're going to get a lot of good ideas about how you should study in these kind of situations, and what are the 80% of your time should be spent on 20% of the things. So what are these 20, 25, 30% things on which you should be spending your 80% time? फॉर एग्जाम्पल पॉलिटी है, इन्वायरमेंट है, इन चीज़ों में आपको ज़्यादा टाइम लगाना है ऑब्वियसली. इकोनॉमिक्स है, करंट अफेयर्स में कुछ पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक्स हैं, आंसर राइटिंग है. आंसर राइटिंग सो इंपॉर्टेंट, बट नो वन रियली टीचेज आंसर राइटिंग रियली वेल. And for that you can also go ahead and look at the playlist that I have created for answer writing 2022, and you will get a lot of good ideas about how to do a lot of live answer writing practice. All right, so learn these things, put your timing in these things instead of wasting it on other things. The third thing I'm going to say is also figure out why exactly IAS, why exactly you want to join this service. Do you want to join it for money? That's a very, very wrong reason, and that is not the way you should go. Because money should be there in private sector. Money is something that you can earn in private sector. If you want to own a private jet, if you want to go travel in first class in airlines, if you want to go abroad a lot, you want to have that kind of life, आप private sector की तरफ जाइए. If you want to have a life which is going to be a little challenging, you are going to have status, you are going to have power in certain kind of ways, because you will have authority in whatever position you are working in. You will have a variety of jobs, because one day you might have a charge of rural development, the other day you might have a charge of municipal corporation, urban development, and the other day you might have charge of some completely different thing. So if you want this variety of different exposures, if you want decent lifestyle, you have a fixed salary that is coming from the government, but the pressure of work is also going to be good enough. It is going to keep you busy most of the times in the week. So if you want to have that kind of a life where you are helping also in nation building, you are contributing to the lives of people, but financially, of course, there are limitations to this job because it's a salaried job. So in that case, you have to decide what you really want. If you want to go in the private sector, good. go for the private sector. IAS, IPS, IRS is not the end of the day, it's not the end of the line of careers. You can tomorrow become a Satya Nadella, you can tomorrow become a Pichai and head some of the biggest firms in the world. You can start your own next India's Google, India's own top companies that are going to lead the world. But then civil service is not the way to go. Civil service is a very different career option, and it has its own limitations, it has its own perks, it has its own benefits. So don't come in with a different kind of a mindset, because that is also going to hamper your preparation if you have different mindset, a wrong mindset about what you are going to get from this service. These are the few things that I wanted to talk about. More I will come up with later. And I'm also coming with detailed polity classes. I'm already doing detailed answer writing classes for you guys, so that you can get free and very good high quality access to all these kind of things, which otherwise in self-study you are not able to get from coaching institutes or any other sources. And that being said, lastly, सेल्फ स्टडी के लिए भी एक बात बोल देता हूँ कि सेल्फ स्टडी जब कर रहे हो तो सेल्फ स्टडी का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप खुद ही सब कुछ पढ़े जा रहे हो. गाइडेंस लो, go to the outside sources, see what you can learn from the outside sources that are on YouTube, that are on other particular other kind of platforms that are available out there. Nowadays you can Google a lot of things, you can YouTube a lot of things, but remember that self-study, along with, let's say, even if you're in coaching institute, self-study is going to be key to your success for this exam. Without self-study, this exam cannot be cracked. And self-study means कि आपको बैठना है, नोट्स बनाने हैं, रिविजन करना है, पढ़ना है, आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस करनी है, प्रीलिम्स की मॉक टेस्ट करने हैं बहुत सारे, और उससे ही सेल्फ स्टडी से आप बूस्ट होंगे, उससे ही टॉप रैंक्स में आएंगे. So take care. I hope this short Saturday session helps you to put together your thoughts about this exam. Take care. Bye bye.